Yep. Good morning, guys. It's 12:14 in Dallas, Texas, and I'm just getting ready for the London session. But before then, let me quickly show you guys what had happened in the past 2 days based off our projections. If you haven't, go to my page. If you're Michael, go subscribe. Currently, we have 8 subscribers. Feel free to watch any of the videos I've posted in the past. Comment, like, and let me know what you think. Okay, so all right, I think we're recording now. Good. All right, let's get started. So before then, let me also, after you've liked on YouTube, I would like you to, if you're on TradingView, to go to my TradingView page. I'm Niger Youth One. I already have posted 79 ideas, most of which are accurate. The last idea I posted was June 10. I actually posted 1, 2, 3 on June 10 and 1, 2 on June 9th. So let's just quickly go over our 5 ideas and then we'll go into what we're looking at for today. So this was gold. According to my analysis, I want gold to go up. If it doesn't break this line here, I'm expecting that it should come down and then, so let's see what happened. Boom, so it broke and we're still at a good level. So whatever happens, I'll check for updates. We're either coming down. From here, we'll find a good support and we go up. So that's for gold. That was my prediction for gold. I also marked GBPUSD, and for GBPUSD, I'm believing that we should be coming to this region pretty soon, and we've broke through this. But right now, I think it pulled back to this level. So let's check. Yeah, so it pulled back to this very level, and it looks like a good place for buy. So we on track. Let's see AUDJPY. What was our analysis on this? I'm believing that it will go up, but what happened? It broke the support and came down. So we're gonna do the analysis again to see which area we're targeting. So we lost this trade. Let's see USD card. If it doesn't break here, I'm expecting it to pull all the way down, and from down it should go up. If it breaks this line here, I'm expecting that would go. Okay, so let's see what happened. See what happened. Price came down exactly to this support, and what did it do? Bounced right up. It's already above this line here. I'm expecting like a little confirmation to come here, make it a good support, maybe break this trend line and go up. We'll see that also. But that's a very good trade that played out nicely. GBPUSD. I'm expecting that if it breaks this line here, it will come down. If it doesn't go up, let's see what eventually happened. As you can see, up went there, and that was my trade right there. It was a good profit, and we've come down here. We have a good level of support. We'll see what's going on too. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've posted this week. And like I said, the London session is going to start in 1 hour and 42 minutes. So feel free to like, follow, and comment. Like I always say, the first thing I do before I get into my analysis for the day is this. Okay, so we're in the London Tokyo session. So we're in the Sydney Tokyo session. This should be ending pretty soon. London session is going to start in a few hours. Like I said, 1 hour 42 minutes. Okay, so let me go to calendar. This is Forex Factory, by the way. So I just use that to monitor the news. Today is 12th, Friday. So we have this impact news. That's around 1 a.m. Of course, that's when the pound opens. So we'll be looking at some British pound pair. And later in the morning, there's another impact for USD. So not so much going on. These are all the news for today. You can check them out on Forex Factory. So good, I've already prepped you. Let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. Let's dive right in. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to clear everything so I can start from the beginning. And today, because the London session has not quite started, I will be giving us a little bit of extras. So let's see. As usual, I start with the 1 month. Let me take my pivot away so we can have a good view. All right. So guys, if you don't know yet, let me tell you how or what I use to trade. So text. Let me. So I use the pivot point. I use the Fibonacci retracement and extension. Retracement, okay, and extension. Sorry, guys, my English is pretty bad. So Fibonacci, and I use I use a trend line, and I use support and resistance. So pretty much those are the 4 things I use. I have a few other things that I use for confirmation, such as the moving average and all of that. So, okay, so those are the 4 things I use if you want to save it. Okay, pivot points, Fibonacci retracement and extension. I use trend lines, support and resistance zones. So, okay, that's what we use. That's what we're gonna be using today. Let's get in. So this is the monthly time frame. I start with the monthly. The first thing I want to do is to see the general thing going on in the market. As you can see, let me bring, so for those that are trading with me for the first time, as you can see from here, price went up there. Let me make it solid. From up here, price came down here, right? And this is at monthly. From down here, price came here. From here, price came here. And of course, from here to here to here to here right now. Good. So that's where we are at the moment. And looking at this, what would you call this? Is going up from here. It broke this is the previous low point here, right? So it came up here and then it broke that previous low, confirming that we're probably no longer in a bullish trend. This is monthly. This is a big time frame. This is so huge a time frame, but this is where I start. So, and then from here, went up here. It didn't break this up, which is the previous high, right? And then what happened? It came down. It formed a lower low point. This was a former low point. From the lower low point. From here, what happened? It went up. It formed a lower high compared to this high, and then a lower low point. A very good downward trend. Downward trend. Downward trend. Right? You see? It's a downward trend. It's going all the way down. Let me use the arrow so you see it. It's going all the way down, downward trend. So in a downward trend, uh, you've probably heard of the saying that you go with the trend. The trend is your friend until it isn't. In this case, on a monthly, the trend still looks like our friend. So in a downward trend, you want to keep selling until the lowest point where you want to then buy. You want to buy very low, you want to sell high. You want to buy at the lowest you think is possible, and you want to sell at the highest way you think is possible. So good. 1 month, uh, 1 month. Remember I said I use the pivot point. So this is where the pivot point comes in. Put my pivot point, high and low. I already see that from here. From here is my downward trend, right? Remember that downward trend I said? So now I already put my pivot points. I use pivot points. I'm gonna pull my trend line from this. Okay, let me put my grid so we get some good precision. Okay, thank you. So from up here, we're trying to pick trend now. I go to the last high point that the pivots gave me. Okay. Trend lines are quite important, and drawing a good trend line is vital for your success in trading. So this is how I draw my trend line. I use the pivot points. I've picked it from this high right here to the next high to the next high. Now, another thing I'm going to do is this. By the way, this is still all monthly, and this is just me drawing trend lines. Okay, so good. I draw another trend line. This is just trend lines. How do I draw my trend line? I use pivot points. Okay, so and the last trend line I would like to draw right now would be from this low pivot to this right here. Okay, good. So now I already drew my trend line. I already know that, oh, this is down, it's going down, it's going down. The next thing I'm gonna do is to bring my Fibonacci. My Fibonacci is to see around which level price is. Is it about to turn back? Is it continuing? Is it retracing? Is it pulling back? What is it doing? I use Fibonacci and a Fibonacci extension for that. You might want to look up Fibonacci on the internet. It's pretty useful. I like it. So, well, so there's on my own Fibonacci ratio, you see all sort of different Fibonacci ratio. I use the 0, I use the 0.382, I use the 0.618. You know, these are my settings. And the reason for that is at 0.3, I have a few laws around it. So at this level here, when this level here, when price gets to this level, so now look at this. Price came down from here, right, to this point right here. Okay, so we're saying that if price does that, it's gonna pull back to somewhere. It's when it comes down, it will go up. That's what it's been doing. It's going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. That's what happens. Taking people out, giving people credit, taking some people's money, uh, giving people some profit, getting some people at a stop loss. All of that, up, down, up, down, up, down. So here's my general law for the Fibonacci. If the price gets to 0.318 right here, if it doesn't break this level, I'll be looking forward to coming back up here. I'll be thinking, okay, if it doesn't break, if it breaks this level, then maybe price want to come down a bit because it didn't break it, it's still going to go up. So now, for example, this came up here. It broke 0.318, right? Quite all right. Quite close to half retracement. But what did it do? It came back down. So my law goes like this. I will, in this case, only buy or sell when price is around half retracement to 0.618. This is the region where I look to enter a trade around here. So around there is where I will be looking to enter a trade. Between this half retracement to 0.618. 0.618 is my golden ratio. That is where I put the benchmark. So I would ideally say, okay, now that the price had come down to this place, we're saying it's coming up. If price gets up to around half retracement to here, then I'll be looking forward to a continuation of my sell, if that makes sense. But in this case, what did price do? Price barely got to half retracement. That is good enough. I'm just gonna watch it and see what's going on. Okay, so now let's take that off. Let's take that off. So, so price came. So draw your fibs and pull back the magnet. Here to the last place it came to. We're expecting a pull, a retracement, right? How far do we want it to retrace? Half 0.618. So this is now where the zones come in. Okay, so you look to the left and see historically then where did something happen? Something happened around half retracement. You look to the left. This is the trade we just were trying to analyze. It came down here. How far would it go up? So look to the left. On the left, around half retracement, you can see a reaction. You can see here. Let me draw the zone. So just right here, if you look to the left, you will see that something happened here, right? This was a support, it was a resistance. When there was a resistance here, resistance is ceiling, support is floor. So when it was a resistance, it came back down. When it broke it, confirmed it to be a support around here, went up. When it broke it, it confirmed it to be a resistance. So two things I'll be looking at. I'll be looking at this zone and my golden ratio is 0.61 here. So I can draw another, I can try to get a small zone around 0.61. So in this case, I'm saying when price comes down from here to here, I'm expecting that price would come to this half. That price will come from here to at least this resistance. If it breaks this resistance, it will come to at least this. Okay, what did price do? Exactly around that resistance area. That's where price came to. Couldn't break this, and what did it do? It went down. So that's where I bring up my trend-based extension. So what that is to see where my trend is going to continue to. It's already a downward trend I've seen. Okay, came down here. Where did it retrace to? It retraced to this point here. Where am I looking for a possible target for profit? I'm looking at somewhere here on a monthly, which is a lot, which is big. So if you just want to go off the monthly, this will be the floor. Just going by. This will be the floor right here. If That's the floor. Going by that monthly, we're saying if this is not broken, we're still expecting that price should come down to this place on the monthly. That's what we see. Okay. But before we do that, a few other things we want to confirm. So that's for this extension. To complete this extension, we think it's going to come here. Let me take all of that off. Actually, let me just take off all the drawing. Okay. All right. So, boom, boom, boom. Let's check this. It came to another half retracement. Do we have a zone around there? Let's see. Yes, we have a zone somewhere there. And half is usually around my first target. And then we have another zone around the golden ratio, which is 0.618. But it didn't break the first one, it didn't break the half retracement. So there's no point trying to go all the way down. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's see where it's gonna continue to come from the top, swing low, and retraced here. So about the same 0.90 there about. So take this off. That's what we see from. We see it generally trending below for. So let's go to weekly. So on a weekly, we get a little bit of a better view. My trend line. Okay. My trend line right here. We come right here and okay. And this is on our weekly. Okay, good. Alright. Okay, so the trend line is set. Bring out your Fibonacci. From here, the last low, the last high point, swing it low. Okay, where did it retrace to? It retraced to around half. Okay, so bring the zone. Retrace to. And then we have another zone around the golden ratio. Okay. So if from here, price came from up here, down here, did about half retracement, we're expecting that where on earth is price gonna finish this its journey? You see where they wrote one, where it has one, that's where we expect the completion of this downtrend. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So let's see what happened on a weekly. So on a weekly, it does look like this particular move from here has been completed. Okay, so let's see that same space in. I'll take it back so we'll see. So this particular move is all range. And let's see how long that is in monthly. So this points, you see that little point shows that it has been completed. However, remember, we're saying if this comes below here, you see how boom, it went off there. However, we're still saying that going by monthly, going by the extension, we should see it drop towards here. I don't see that happening, but that's just part of the technical analysis. This being our floor to complete that trend. Okay, take that back away. Well, if this does not break here, if this does not get broken, it might just be the earliest sign of a trend reversal. So on a monthly, if the trend continues, we're expecting it to break here. If it doesn't break here and it goes, let's take it back to the weekly. If it doesn't break here, right, and it goes past the half retracement for this, or 0.618 retracement for this, then we'll be looking forward to, let's go up. The trend has been reversed. So cool. This is the area we're checking right now. This little zone here. Okay, so I'm gonna make that. Let me make it less. It's not what we're trying to do. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I was gonna make it a little bit fair so that we can get the area. Good. All right. So this is the area we're trying to analyze right now. Just this zone here. So if this is the completion of that full cycle, okay. Now let me put it all the way and see if we get some confluences. And all right, okay. So if this is the full swing, if this is the full, if from here to right here is the full swing, and we are saying that we're done swinging low, okay. So where do we expect this pullback to be? Where do we expect this thing to come to? So I already have the resistance around here. I have one around there, so I'm going to take all that off. Now, if you notice, I have two Fibonacci. One comes from up here to down here, and another comes from up here to down here. You okay? Okay. So one to this point, one from here to this point, one from here to this point. So the first impulse move was to this place. We had a pullback, and then the trend continued and finished here, right? Right from here, and then finish there. Okay, good. So one, I have a zone around here. So let's mark up all the zones we see. I have a zone around here because there's some reaction. That was a resistance. Meanwhile, this is still weekly. Okay, that's 0.618, right? This is another 0.618. Do we have any zone around there? Let's see. Yeah, yes, we do. Yes, we do. So by zones, I mean where we saw reactions. Okay, cool. And the last zone I'm gonna try to pick right now would be this zone from here. It will be the latest swing, which is from this point of possible resistance. This, there's a bar right there. From this point to this point. Okay, so that's the last Fibonacci I'm gonna pick. Okay, so let's bring you Fibonacci from this high to this low, okay, and it's 0.618. All right, so let me take some things off. Let's take this. So I can leave that region. Let me delete all the Fibonacci's. Let's delete the Fibonacci so we can have a clearer view. Okay. And this is weekly. This is just weekly. This is weekly. Okay, good. So we have some zones around there that we're gonna be looking at. Good, good, good. So if this gets broken, we'll be looking towards this as the next level on a weekly. If this does not get broken, we'll be looking back to this support and then down, but that's just way too much. Okay, all right, good. So weekly is sorted, and so we have this trend line, have this trend line, have this trend line. So let's go to daily time frame. You see all the area I marked? That all swing down. Okay, so that's the area right here. That's the area right here on a daily perspective. And let me take this pivots away from there so we get some good stuff. Okay. So on daily still look pretty much still going down, but alpha down. We already seen alpha down. This seems to be correcting, and it's broken this a little bit, but then came back down. So two things we want to look at now on a daily perspective. So if this here, if this whole place remains unbroken, if this whole place remains unbroken, what does that mean? Where should we then target next? If this resistance does not get broken, where should we target next? That then becomes okay. If that doesn't get broken, what we're gonna do? We're gonna look for a possible. We're gonna look for a possible pullback. Remember the 0.618. So bring back my pivot point. it's back. It just took a little while. So bring back my pivot point to know whether this is gonna come down or not. So it's already at a key point now. My pivot point is telling me my low point. It's already picked right here. And so draw a trend line and pull back the magnets. They can give me some good precision from here. Okay, up here. So it's as the first trend line. I have a line here also. Try to make it as exact as possible because the trend lines are they speak volume. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So the daily perspective, we're saying that here, this line here has been broken, so it went up here. So if this is going to be the continuation of the bull, we're going to hope that it will test this trend line here again one more time. Test it. If this whole trend line gets broken for the second time, so this trend line here, if this gets broken for the second time and this gets confirmed and this resistance is broken, then we'll be looking towards a good buy. We're looking towards a good buy up here. That's the next level, which is where you see reaction as a resistance level. Okay, so good. So but if it doesn't, let's say it's about to start pulling back. Let's say what it wants to do now is it wants to come down before it goes up. Where and how low should we expect this thing to go? For one, it did not break this place. The last pivot high point I have is 26.47. But of course, this brother broke it. Okay, so that's the last point it came to. That last point happened to be the 0.61 retracement for this very swing low here. So it pulled back nicely. We're expecting that, oh, this guy is going to start going down. It's going to come down. We're expecting alpha down. We're expecting that it will come down to its own 0.618, which is around here. I'm talking about this down here to up here. So we're looking at 0.618, which is around here. And guys, I want you to ask me as many questions as possible. That's how you can only learn. Or it's going to do half retracements, which is around here. So half retracement is where I would pick if I was just about to enter the trade, because that's where I find a zone. I find a support zone around here. When price got here, it bounced back up. So I found a support around there. So I would rather put my thing there. So good. So this thing did half retracement, okay? Even though it's 0.618, we were kind of expecting. But I did half retracement, which is what it's been doing for a while now. And when it did that half retracement, what are we expecting? We're expecting a good buy. And we would say that if when it came, oh, now let me show you down here, right? Oh, come on. From down here, so up here, we're expecting 0.618 retracement, right? To somewhere here. But what did price do? It didn't get to 0.61, it got to half retracement right here. About half retracement. From this half retracement, what then do we expect? We expect that maybe the trend is about to reverse. If the trend is reversing, that means we're no longer going downward trend. We're about to start our uptrend. If we're about to start our uptrend, how far should we be looking? How far did this thing say? It's saying we should be looking towards this zone. Do we have a zone around there? Yes, we do. There's a resistance around here. It's a resistance level around here. A good resistance level around there. All right, good. So that confirms to me that if this is broken, this area should be our next target. Okay, cool. We already got that. So from the analysis so far, there are two things we've gotten. And this is just on the daily. So I walk it down. So there are two things we've gotten. We've gotten that one, if price breaks this region, this is going to be our next level up here. One, or two, if price comes below this region here, it means that we're going to start selling back down. But before we see all that, because this is a downward trend, we want to wait to see if price would come here, right? Come up, come here, and we can enter a buy. Or price comes down to where we're thinking, want to come and test this place again, this support. When it tests the support for the second time, then we open our buy. If we're going to sell, we can sell here. If we're going to sell, we can sell. We can sell here. We can check what's going on around this resistance and sell down. So if you want to sell, if we're looking for selling opportunities, we can sell towards here. We can sell towards here. But we'll check. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's still going. We're trying to pick our right? And I'm also trying to show you guys how I walk through these things and why in most cases they seem pretty accurate. So this is 4 hours. I'm trying to zoom all the way out. Let me take this pivot point out of it so it's less clumsy. All right. So this is all region of the market from here to this point right here. Okay. So good. We're saying that when it came here, it pulled back to this place and broke this trend line, flew all the way up. Not only did it fly up, it broke this trend line also. Okay, so now we're looking at what's this thing about to do. Let's see. Good. Now, all right. So now, two things we're looking at. That's that price would not break this resistance. Okay, and if price does not break the resistance, we're expecting that price would want to come back down here to about 23.5, 21.2355, around that region there. So that's where my new zone is going to be if I'm going to pick a trade for today. So I'll be looking at somewhere here. I'll be looking at somewhere here as a 0.618, where I'm expecting that price will probably come to, and because GBPUSD also does some half retracement, I will be looking at 0.5 as a possible bust target for me. Do I see a region around half retracement? Yes, you can see here it was a resistance here. It came here. You see, it was also a resistance around here. It was a resistance around here. So maybe it will be a support. Price will come down, test it, and then bounce back up. So two things. One, if I'm going to enter a sell for this, I will enter a sell under this zone here, and I'll be selling towards here, or I will wait for price to come here and enter a buy. That's how you wait for your own opportunities, not run after the market. Okay, so good guys. Let me give us like 1 or 2 minutes so we can like, we can comment, we can follow. Let me give you 1 or 2 minutes so to do that real quickly. Yeah, this is probably some. I'll say this afterwards. Oh, this is the official music video. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll see. But yeah, guys, let's get back to class. Let's finish this off. All right. So pull back my pivot point. I'm still in 4 hours, and I'm gonna draw some really interesting. Okay. So let's make all these lines a little bit accurate now. Let's make these lines a little bit accurate. I'm gonna take the zones off and I'm gonna use lines instead, because now we're about to pick our trade. So good. Up there to down here. I'm gonna put resistance here. I'm gonna put resistance 0.25163. 63. That's a golden zone around that place, and that's for this major trend. I have another one from up here. I'm trying to put it in 35149 exactly. That's my quest for perfectionism. Okay, good. All right. Then I have another one right here, 1.27108. So let me take some of this many necessary lines out of there. So I have that right there. And those are resistance. Let me name them. Resistance resistance. Okay. And as for the downtrend, which is why it's a resistance. So now let's see which one we're going to take away as support. I think we've been on for like an hour there, but okay. So that's a support. Let me, I want to get rid of as many purple stuff as I've created as possible, really. Okay, so that's a good support right there. And if that is a support, then let me find where the ceiling would be. And this is all in 4 hours. So I should have a ceiling somewhere. I'll have a ceiling somewhere there. Okay, good. So on our way to the ceiling, what do we want to see? So I want to see, let's assume prices in, oh come on, trying to hurry up so I can save us some time. So let's assume from here, this is gonna be the support right? Okay, cool. Let me put my line there because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to clean this up to 3571. 71. That's a support. It's a support. Okay. Okay. And all the support and resistance are mainly from my golden ratio. I've used just my golden ratio for it. So now that we've found all this, let's go to 15 minutes from my 4-hour chart. I can walk it down a little bit more. I can go to 1 hour to go get, but my main trade, I'm going to get in on 15 minutes. So look at those resistance. The resistance here, it was broken, confirmed to be a support, came up here, you broke it, made it a support, right? We buyers were thinking, oh shit, now we're about to go up. This is the time for us to go up. But no, it came back, broke the support, made it a little resistance, back to the resistance that it's been, and we're looking to test here as a support. So if we do come here, see, so if for whatever reason price comes there, which it has, this is a good buying opportunity. This is a good buying opportunity. But we can't just buy from anywhere. We can't just get in a trade simply because, oh, but this is our support, right? Okay, cool. I'm gonna take off all these trend lines. I'm gonna take off all these trend lines and we'll draw the ones for this trade in 15 minutes. So this is the general scope. My 50 SMA tells me that it's still bearish. If it is still bearish, before I get in a sell, here's what I want to do. Right. Two things I know now. Price moved from this support right here to this resistance, which is of course a support on the other side. Okay, so cool. Fibs from here to here, we get a support right here. So two things I'll be looking at. I'll be looking for price to break this, come back down here so I can buy. Okay, so I can buy, back up, or price comes here, which is a resistance before that has been tested for a support, and we buy back up. But if I'm looking for buy opportunity, what am I gonna do? I will wait. So if this is gonna be a pullback, I'll wait to be here to buy, or I would sell from here down here and buy back up. I wouldn't get in a sell or a buy midway into whatever. If I'm going to get in any trade for this, the only trade I might possibly get into for GBPUSD would then be a would be like, okay, so from here to here, okay, and a possible pullback. So if I'm going to get in a trade for GBPUSD now, I would rather wait on a 1 hour for GBPUSD to come towards here, and I will get in a sell. I'll get in a sell. Or I'll wait for it to come here and I'll get in a buy. So right now I'm either waiting, is price coming down here to hit this place as a new support? Is it coming here to test the resistance? And this is 1 hour, like I said. Let's go pick the main trade in 15 minutes. In 15 minutes time frame. See how I marked it from like 1 month all the way down. You don't necessarily have to go that far. You can pick it from 1 week. You can pick it from 1 day. I just like to get this general overview like that, like that, like that, like that. Feel free to ask as many questions as you would like. Let's go 15 minutes and get some very last. So it looks bull. It's beginning to show some bull momentum there. Um, so we just wait. We'll wait to see if we're gonna get it down here or we're gonna get it up here. Depending on what happens, we'll then be able to pick a few pips, 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, and we're out of the market. Let's draw a trend line real quick. My trend line from up here, which was the former resistance. Okay, so that seemed to be broken. Mhm. That seems to be broken. I think we might be in. We might be going towards a bull. So if it comes here, then it'll be a good place to sell down. If it breaks it, then it'll be a good place to buy up. Okay. So but it's looking like we're getting ready for this to as an up, rally up. So in 15 minutes, that's what I see. Okay. So this line that I'm drawing here becomes what I'm checking for the bearish. So I'm gonna put an alert. So already put an alert on that. I'll be checking it, and so if it breaks this, let me make it gold, and I'll make it dot. So if it breaks that, then we'll be going down for sell, and let's see where it's gonna break for buy. So really, I would. That's a lot of pips. So let's just wait. I'm more in favor of a buy. I'm more in favor of GBPUSD going up here to test that level again. My SMA, let's go to, let's see what, yeah. So it really depends. For GBPUSD, I would consider, I would wait and watch it for a while. I'll wait and watch it for a while. These places are rather a better positions to either sell or buy. We're either selling or buying around here. Although we're more in a favorable buy, we can get in a buy if we want to and buy towards 22,710. But still risky, because what if it's coming down? We're going to be risking a whole lot from up here to here, and I don't particularly think that is good. Yeah, then we're gonna come back and test. Yeah, but let me see if I can pick another quick region. Let's test that region, right? It looks like there's something going on here too. So we can pick a little zone there. Can pick a little zone around there. And when that is broken, that confirms our buy. Okay, so in 15 minutes, if we break this, we buy to this point. If we don't, we sell back down. Easy peasy, and that's our trade. That's what we're going to be waiting for today. So for today, here it is. Here it is. So for today's trade, this is what I see. Two places. If we want to get in a buy, this is a good place to buy. This right here, to buy up here. Okay, or from here, if you're coming down, to sell back down. From here, we get broken to buy to this level up here, and that's gonna be a good trade. If we get down here and that gets broken, we have another support level here towards it. So for all this, we'll be watching in 1 hour in. So all right, so here, and put it in 1 minute. Look at it. Look at what's been happening in 1 minute. Look at what's happening in 1 minute. Yeah, so let's see what's gonna go on. Let's keep an eye on it, and if it breaks this trend line, then I'll be looking towards a really good sell. So you see there's some reaction on that line. You see that? That's why trend lines are very necessary. You see this reaction right there. Okay, bro. 5 minutes. Let's see. Come on. Tell me I've been recording. Oh yes, I am. So 5 minutes. This is what it looks like in 5 minutes. So wait. It's a waiting game. It's a waiting game. You want high probability setup. You want a setup that looks cool, and so we're better off watching. Let's see what's gonna happen. My estimate looks okay. Okay, it's on this trend line. It's bullish. So let's just wait and see. That's what we're looking at. That's what we're looking at. And yeah. So so that's it. That's it. All right. So that's my prediction for GBPUSD. Much more of a waiting game, and that's gonna conclude my analysis, my training for today. Remember, if you check what I use, let's go back to lack of 4 hours. Go to that's the ozone that is all downtrend, which we believe to jumping off now, which you believe to have found a new ground and about to kick about to kick off. Yeah, so I believe the sell is gonna correct a little bit. And any questions, anyone? So yeah, keep an eye, 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 keep an eye on this. So thank you very much, guys, for today's lesson. I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and you can follow up later. Sometime in the day, I'll share updates about the trade. But that's what we're looking at. Wait, wait to wait to buy around here, around here, or if it's gonna go up by around it. But I think it's coming here and then buy around it. If it breaks this line here, we're looking towards sell downwards. And of course, we're going to check price action. We're going to check a few things. Let me actually check the hourly price action. Yeah, we're just going to leave it for a sell right now. Just going to leave it for a sell right now. Can't wait to buy later on. So thank you, guys. I will catch you later. And